Yeah, whenever I get...
It's very hot in here, and this tassel is getting in my way, so I don't even want to do an intro. Like,
Yep.
Okay, we just got out of seeing the Purge election. Oh god, I might be quoting a little bit of Jeremy Jahns, because some of the stuff he said was completely true.
It was not a good movie.
What the heck even happened? Okay, the like first 2 acts, I have to say, were basically just like Batman and Robin. Like, it was so bad that you could just laugh at it. The dialogue.
Best line in the movie was...
God, no, it's really racist.
Hey.
There's a really racist line. It's so bad. I was like, why did you say that?
It's funny.
No, like, the moment you know that this movie, like, the dialogue's gonna be bad, like, one of the first lines in the movie, because you know, like, they show this in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler, but I'll say spoilers in case we say anything that someone would find a spoiler. But you know, like, in the movie that they're trying to go after the senator who doesn't like the Purge, and this guy, part of the guy is in charge of the Purge. He says, he was just like, it's time to do some spring cleaning.
Time for some spring cleaning, boys.
We were laughing in the theater. I think like the other people in the audience were just like, come on guys, they're probably like annoyed by us. But
you know,
towards the end of it, there was this older man in front of us watching his daughter on a date. We know that because he walked in with the daughter with the popcorn, left them to the front row, and he was sitting in the back with us.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. And we know that towards the end of the movie, like, it just kept going on. Like, the last third act could have been like 40 minutes shorter.
Yeah. You know it's a bad movie when there's less people in the theater when the movie ends than when it started. Because there's probably 10 people in there when it started and 3 when we left.
It was so funny.
Yeah,
literally, I'm gonna go over here because I like it over here. My arm's getting tired, so I'm gonna left rested on my knee. Okay, cool. The night to say knee. Like, this guy, towards the end of the movie, like, we all thought, there was like 4 different times where it was supposed to end and it didn't, and it just kept going, and it kept trying to be like so serious that it just didn't work. At first it was like so serious that it was funny. Like, they didn't mean, like, I don't even know, they didn't mean to be funny. But later on they were just like, let's actually make this like this huge thing, and it was just too much. But this guy in front of us, like, it was supposed to end and then something else happened. Like, I think she got taken somewhere, and he just goes like out in the theater, and then he just takes his phone and he starts like scrolling through like Instagram or something, like on the edge of his seat just looking at his phone. And it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Name.
Yeah, pretty much. I loved how the big black star interview called the white guy blue cheese all the time.
Yeah, I don't even know their names. I don't know what their names were.
Yeah.
I thought Charlie was one of the big black guys, but instead it was actually the senator, and I was like, they don't even really give you their names. It was so, I don't even want to know what the budget was of this movie. First of all, there was one chick from The Walking Dead in it, we noticed.
Yeah,
and I feel like
Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha. And I feel like the whole entire time, like, their whole budget was blown on trying to get her in the movie. That what they did, like, there was a scene, again, I already said spoiler warning, but there was a scene where, like, these kids, like, these girls who were trying to, you know, break in somewhere, they get hit by a car, and literally, it's the most CGI thing I've ever seen. It was actually so funny. And, like, there's so much CGI, like, I'm gonna quote Jeremy Jahns really quick. There's a guy with tattoos, and it looks like the best Sharpie job they could have done. It was smeared. Like, he had something on his forehead, and it was even smeared when there's like a scene in the beginning where you see it and he's smeared. It's really funny.
Yeah,
it was a Sharpie.
You look like a Sharpie. You look like someone who just kind of stenciled it on.
It's like you know when you get bored in like math class and your friend who's really good at art and drawing on their hands like takes your hand, just starts drawing on it, and then later on just all of a sudden smears a little bit. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was so bad. And at first it was funny, but then later on it just no. I turned to him every once in a while. I would just start checking my invisible watch, realizing I don't have a watch on.
I'm done with this movie o'clock.
I almost checked Instagram at one point, and I was like, wait, nope, I don't want to be that rude person. But at the very end, everyone literally just stood up and was ready to go. Like, towards like the last 2 seconds of the movie, maybe 5 seconds, everyone was already on the edge of the seats ready for it to go.
Yeah,
and like
right as the credits hit, I was out of my seat. I was like, good.
Same.
Best part though, guess who produced it?
Michael Bay!
Yeah!
Michael Bay, B-A-E.
Michael is Bay.
Michael is Bay. It's basically Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, but a Purge movie. Like, okay, the second, I've seen the other ones. The first one was just basically a home invasion movie. Like, it doesn't matter if murder is legal or not in that movie. It didn't really matter. I don't care. That whole extra murder is illegal thing was just like a little extra pinpoint somewhere else. Then the second one, they kind of listened to the fans and they were like, oh yeah, let's make it outside, not just one little house. And it wasn't bad. I mean,
it was okay.
It was alright.
The third one was basically, this was an action film, pretty much.
Oh god, they were trying so much. Like there are these teenagers just like driving around in cars covered in Christmas lights. And I was just like...
And they had like no clothes on and it was a little weird.
I was like, what am I looking at? Half the time we didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
Gosh, first they're at her house, then all of a sudden they're on the streets, then they're back in another place, then they're on the streets again, then they're in a church and it's like, or they're underground, then they're in a church and it's like, I had no idea what was going on. I was so confused towards the end.
The thing I hated the most is how like every character, like important character, would be like dodging all the like attacks coming towards them and like amazing, and then everyone else just gets killed immediately.
We noticed like the guy who's supposed to be like her security guard. I don't even know his name. I don't know the names of anyone.
Yeah.
But he's literally shooting these people with like a handgun. He has a little handgun. He reloaded it an hour into the movie. He never had to reload it. He's just shooting people all around. Like, and he finally had to reload it a long time later.
Yeah. Somehow he takes out an entire squad of like highly trained troops, and he's like a dude in a tuxedo. In
one round. Like, that's one round of bullets.
Yeah, and
I was like, how?
Then at the end, he, when he was fighting the bad guy, he somehow used a tiny knife to stab through a bulletproof vest. That's not what happens. That's not what happens.
Can we just mention, like, every single time there's like a shootout scene, like a shooting out scene, it goes into slow motion. Like, this is not 2004.
Yeah.
Come on. Every time it was a shootout, and then like there's this one, like towards the end, there's this shootout scene, everything is just in slow motion. You're seeing people getting hit in slow motion. It's kind of annoying. It's dumb.
It was just bad. So it's a movie you go with your friends
to just laugh
at, and you'll enjoy it then. But if you go expecting Oscar bait, it's not this movie.
I'm a huge movie person. Like, if I could be a movie reviewer, I would in my life. And it's Tuesday afternoon. It was kind of gloomy out, and we were like, let's just go see a fun movie.
Started out great. They gave us stale popcorn.
Yay!
Great. $14 I spent on that.
They didn't even really give us any butter too. We said yes to butter.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
There wasn't any butter on that popcorn.
Well, anyway, that was the Purge election year. Comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. My social media links are below. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.